Hi, everyone. Welcome to English Unplugged. Today, we're diving into why listening is the key to unlocking your English fluency. Imagine this. You're in a room full of people speaking English, laughing, sharing stories, connecting effortlessly. Wouldn't it feel incredible to understand every word and join right in? That's not just a dream, it's absolutely possible, and listening is your gateway in. When you listen to English regularly, you're not just hearing words. You're stepping into a whole new world where English stops feeling foreign and starts feeling natural, familiar, even comfortable. So, why is listening your secret superpower in language learning? Think about how children learn to speak. They don't start with grammar books or spelling drills. Instead, they listen to their parents, siblings, and everyone around them. Bit by bit, they begin to understand. Then they start copying sounds, words, and even the rhythm of the language without memorizing a single rule. That's exactly what listening can do for you in English. By listening consistently, you let English sink into your mind like a second nature. And here's the thing. Listening isn't just about hearing sounds. It's about tuning into the music of English. Every language has its own rhythm, tone, and flow. And the only way to truly grasp that, real listening. When you hear authentic conversations, you're learning how English actually works in the real world, not the textbook version. You pick up natural speed, informal phrases, and everyday expressions. For example, instead of, "How are you?" someone might say, "How's it going?" These small shifts are what make English feel alive. Now, let's be real. You won't understand everything at first, and that's totally okay. In fact, not understanding every word is good for you. It trains your brain to focus on patterns, context, and meaning, not just individual words. Here's a tip. Don't translate word for word. Instead, listen for the main idea. If someone's telling a story about their day, catch familiar words like breakfast, work, home, or dinner. These act as clues, and soon, the whole picture starts to make sense. Your brain is smarter than you think. It'll fill in the gaps all on its own. Another great strategy? Listen more than once. The first time, just get the gist. The second time, notice new words or phrases. By the third or fourth listen, you'll catch even the tiniest details. This kind of repeated exposure is one of the most powerful ways to grow your English. Let's look at 4 big benefits of listening. 1. Natural vocabulary growth. Say you hear, "I'm absolutely starving." Even if you don't know starving, the context tells you it means very hungry. Hearing words in real situations helps you remember them faster. No flashcards needed. 2. Grammar without studying. You might hear, "I've been waiting for ages." You may not know the grammar rule, but you understand it means they've waited a long time. Over time, your brain absorbs how sentences are built just by listening. 3. Better pronunciation. English spelling can be tricky. Comfortable, choir, Wednesday, really? But listening shows you how words actually sound. For example, Wednesday is pronounced Wednesday, not Wednesday. This helps you speak more clearly and confidently. 4. Real confidence. Every time you understand a sentence, a joke, or a story, your confidence grows. You start thinking, "Hey, I'm getting this." And that motivation pushes you to listen more and eventually to speak. So, how do you make listening a daily habit? You don't need to sit at a desk with a textbook. Just weave English into your everyday life. Play English audio while cooking, cleaning, or walking. Choose topics you love. Sports? Listen to commentary. Music? Find English songs and read the lyrics. Try shadowing. Repeat what you hear in real time. Pause the video and mimic the speaker's words, rhythm, and tone. Challenge yourself with different accents: American, British, Australian, and more. Start with one, then expand. It trains your ears for real-world conversations. How much time should you spend? Start small, just 10 minutes a day. As you get comfortable, aim for 30. Remember, consistency beats intensity. Listening a little every day is far more powerful than a marathon session once a week. Think of it as brain exercise. The more you do it, the stronger you get. Here's a real-life example. You listen to a travel podcast. The host says, "Last summer, I explored the beautiful beaches of Greece. I tried local food, and it was absolutely delicious." Even if you miss a few words, you get the main idea. They visited Greece, saw beaches, loved the food. With repeated listening, you'll soon catch finer details, like what they ate or which islands they visited. Over time, you'll feel like you're right there with them. And that's the magic of listening. It doesn't just teach you language. It connects you to culture, emotion, and real human experiences. When you understand not just the words, but the feelings behind them, like the sarcasm in, "Oh, really?" or the warmth in, "That's lovely," you're not just learning English. You're stepping into a whole new way of connecting with people, stories, movies, and friendships. So, whether you're a beginner or beyond, make listening part of your daily routine. Put on a podcast, watch a short video, or listen to a story. Every minute you spend listening brings you one step closer to fluency. Now, let's talk about something fascinating: accents. One thing that surprises learners is how different English can sound depending on where it's spoken. Americans, Brits, Australians, they all use the same language, but words can sound surprisingly different. Take the word water. In American English, it often sounds like water. In British English, it's closer to waw-tuh. Same word, different sound. And there are hundreds like it. At first, this can feel confusing. But here's the good news. Listening to different accents actually makes you a better listener. It's like training different muscles. The more you expose yourself to variety, the more adaptable your brain becomes. You'll start recognizing words no matter how they're pronounced, which is exactly what you need for real-life conversations. Each accent also comes with its own flavor. American English often uses strong R sounds, car. British English softens the R, ka. Australian English might twist vowels. Day can sound a bit like die. Plus, every region has its own slang. Americans say awesome. Brits say brilliant or lovely. Australians say mate for friend and brekkie for breakfast. Understanding these differences helps you connect more easily with people from all over the English-speaking world. Why listen to different accents? Great listening also makes you a better communicator. When you truly listen, not just wait for your turn to speak, people feel heard. If someone says, "Oh, I had such a rough day," you can respond with empathy. "Oh no, what happened? Was it really busy?" That builds trust, connection, and meaningful conversation. Even grammar becomes intuitive. You'll start noticing patterns like "I've just finished" instead of "I just finished." Not because you studied the present perfect tense, but because your ear tells you it sounds right. That's how you move from textbook English to natural, fluent speech. And let's not overlook the sounds themselves. The soft "th" in this and that. The difference between sit and seat. The rise and fall of questions versus statements. Try mimicking what you hear. Pause, repeat, match the rhythm. It's one of the fastest ways to improve pronunciation and sound more like a native speaker. Every time you understand something new, even a single sentence, you build confidence. After listening to a few podcasts on a topic, you might feel ready to join a discussion. You'll have vocabulary, ideas, and phrases at your fingertips and the courage to share them. And when you hear unfamiliar words, use context. If someone says, "Today was so hectic, nonstop deadlines, no time for lunch," you can guess hectic means crazy busy. This skill keeps you moving forward without getting stuck. To keep things fresh, mix up your listening sources. Podcasts, great for casual conversational English. News builds formal vocabulary and awareness. YouTube offers accents, slang, and real-life expressions. Audiobooks improve focus and expose you to storytelling flow. Music is a fun way to learn rhythm, emotion, and common phrases. Each one strengthens a different part of your listening muscle. Finally, listening builds resilience. You'll get used to not understanding everything, and that's okay. Instead of giving up, you'll stay calm, focus on the big picture, and keep going. That patience and persistence, that's what turns good learners into great ones. So here's the truth. Listening is your superpower. It quietly builds your vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, confidence, and cultural understanding all at once. Make it a daily habit. Start with just 5 minutes. Add more as you go. Embrace every accent, every new word, every unexpected phrase. Because every time you press play, you're not just hearing English, you're living it. Believe in the process, enjoy the journey, and remember, with every listen, you're one step closer to understanding, connecting, and truly shining in English. Thanks for watching English Unplugged. See you next time.